Hello everyone, and welcome to Thrill Source. In today's video, I will be talking about some new for 2020 roller coasters I am really looking forward to ride in the US. According to RCDB, there are currently 17 American roller coasters opening in 2020, and today I will be ranking my top 10 most anticipated 2020 coasters in the US. At the 10th spot, we head all the way out to Utah for Primordial at Lagoon. We don't know the layout for this yet, but looking at the track, I have a feeling that this will be an in-house built coaster. Same with Cannibal and Bombora. I am not sure what this ride will be like, but I expect something similar but a bit more tame than Verbolten at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Lagoon is building a massive structure as of now, which might include some rock work. Hopefully this means that there will be tons of theming on this ride. Primordial might be aimed more towards the families, but it looks very well themed, so I'm giving it 10th place. Moving over to Six Flags Over Texas, the 9th spot goes to Aquaman Power Wave. This will be the first Mach Ride's Power Splash opening in the US, and the only other open Power Splash is Pulsar at Walibi, Belgium. This ride doesn't look that intense, but I love how innovative this ride is. Even though Aquaman doesn't have a rotating station like Pulsar, it does have this cool feature where water fills into the track so that on the last drop you experience a splashdown. You will get wet on this ride, so that makes it a perfect fit for Six Flags Over Texas, especially on a hot summer day. Mako at SeaWorld San Diego will be taking the 8th spot. This will be the first B&M dive coaster on the West Coast, and while it isn't as large as other dive coasters in the US, it is definitely more unique than the others. This ride will have 3 inversions, including an Immelman, a barrel roll, and a corkscrew, the first of its kind on a dive coaster. This ride should provide some great hang time like most dive coasters do, but I also expect this ride to not be that forceful. This is B&M we're talking about. However, I definitely expect it to be one of the best coasters at SeaWorld San Diego. The number 7 spot goes to the quadruple launch coaster coming to SeaWorld Orlando, Icebreaker. This ride will be built by Premier Rides, and I really like that they are making this ride unique from other Premier Ride skyrockets. This will also be the steepest roller coaster in Florida, as the backward spike angles out to 100 degrees. One unique about this ride is that the first launch is backwards, something that is not common on multi-launch coasters. It has some airtime and turns that can make the entire family enjoy this ride. This will be a great ride for future thrill seekers too tired of Grover's Boxcar Derby, but not yet ready for Kraken. 6th place goes to Candymonium, the B&M Hyper going to Hershey Park. This ride is themed to Hershey's candy, as seen by the brown track and candy-colored trains. This looks like a good B&M Hyper, as I'd probably compare this most to Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. I think this will be the standout attraction for the GP, as it is the tallest and fastest coaster in the park. The reason I didn't put it higher than 6th is because even though it will produce some great floater airtime, I don't think it will be that forceful of a ride like most B&M Hypers. At the number 5 spot, we head out to Mason, Ohio for Kings Island's long-awaited Giga Coaster, Orion. I'm sure a lot of you are mad at me for putting a Giga Coaster at number 5, but let me explain. I do like its layout. It has a combination of floater and ejector airtime, but similar to Candymonium, I feel like Orion won't be as forceful as other Giga Coasters, like Fury 325 and Intimidator 305. Some elements like the Stengel Dive, the backwards treble clef, and the turnaround helix will make the standout attraction at the park. Even though I only have it at number 5, this was the Giga Coaster Kings Island fans have wanted for years, so I am really excited for it to open in 2020. 4th place will be going to a very underrated coaster in my opinion, Texas Stingray headed to SeaWorld San Antonio. This will be the tallest, fastest, and longest wooden coaster in Texas, and it has 16 airtime hills and tons of bank turns to go with that. 2 rides I find similar to Texas Stingray are Gold Striker and Renegade because of its low to the ground and fast-paced layout. I think this could easily become the best ride at SeaWorld San Antonio, and maybe top 3 in the entire state of Texas. Taking the bronze will be a new multi-launch coaster heading to Busch Gardens Williamsburg called Pantheon. This ride will have 4 launches and it will be themed to the Roman gods. It will also have some elements seen on Rocky Mountain Construction roller coasters, including the Outer Bank Turn and the Zero G stall. Because Busch Gardens is one of the best theme parks in the world, I expect Pantheon to be really well themed. This has a chance to be the best at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, so I really hope to ride it next year. Next, we head to my home state of New Jersey for the first RMC Raptor on the East Coast, called Jersey Devil Coaster. This Raptor will be taller and faster than Railblazer and Wonder Woman. and has a fast-paced layout with extreme inversions and airtime hills. One interesting observation is that Jersey Devil Coaster has 12 rows instead of 8, so expect to be ejected over those airtime hills, especially in the back seat. I'm glad my home Six Flags park is finally getting something new and original, and I think Jersey Devil Coaster will make a great top 2 with El Toro. I expect this ride to exceed many's expectations, and it will be one of the best rides at Six Flags Great Adventure. And finally, we hit number 1. My most anticipated roller coaster heading to the US in 2020 will be Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa. This RMC conversion will be the tallest and fastest hybrid coaster in the world, and I expect it to be filled with crazy airtime inversions. We don't know the exact layout yet, but I expect this to be very similar to Wildfire at Colmartin with those fast transitions and great inversions. I think that this will definitely be the best coaster at Busch Gardens Tampa, and it could possibly be the best in the United States. Only time will tell. Well, that ends my list. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and go comment what you think the best new for 2020 coasters in America are. Make sure you also subscribe to Thrill Source to check out more videos about amusement park updates and opinions on roller coasters. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.